The holidays, the one time of the year that brings me joy. And yet there's always some mook who stirs the pot to ruin them for me. Someone lifted the Apollo 12 moon rock during a holiday party at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. And it was one of these cats who pinched that rock along with my holiday spirit.
You were narrating again.
Was I? I'm Detective Noel. This is Detective...
Cassie Dune.
Dune? You all know why we're here, and ain't none of us is leaving till we find that rock. No one told me that was a homicide.
Oh, no, she's not dead. She just fainted when the moon rock went missing.
Any of yous know who she is? Give me the skinny, Dune.
Okay, Euphemia Hearthstone, curator of the museum. Marianne Milstead, museum archivist. Quincy Ellingham, curator of a rival space museum. Gino Spumoni and Fantasia Sonora, the evening's entertainers. Friday Collins, event photographer. Tracy Love, philanthropist. Scarlett Kane, the world-famous jewelry designer. Horatio Quinn, winner of 2 free tickets to the benefit. Joe Josephs, moonrock researcher. Gunther Jones, moonrock conspiracy theorist. And Maya, Myra, and Mira, the heads of the Alan Bean fan club.
Quite a collection of characters. So it was your artifacts that got stolen, huh?
These artifacts are greater than any one of us, Detective. I'd risk my life for them.
It's a stolen moon rock, not a murder scene. Just walk me through what happened.
It all started at the annual holiday artifacts benefit for artifacts. We were having a lovely evening until he showed up.
Good evening, Euphemia.
It was until you arrived.
Why the hostilities? After all, only one of us has a moon rock.
And only one of us ever will.
Wow.
You mentioned the moon rock specifically.
It's no secret I've wanted a moon rock for my museum for years. I've even proposed a mutually beneficial timeshare agreement.
And what happened next?
Gino and Fantasia were finishing their first set when we heard Marianne scream.
Ah! Labor! I'm in labor!
And then suddenly the power went out. And when the lights came back, the moon rock was gone.
Seems you really caused quite the destruction, Miss Milstead.
Seriously, my water just broke. Do you think I care about that stupid moon rock right now?
Depends on who you're trying to make a distraction for.
Marianne!
All right. I'm his wife. He sent me here to steal your curatorial practices.
But never the moon rock. I respect history too much for that.
Oh, Detective, this is all getting so juicy. Who are we interrogating next?
We aren't interrogating anyone.
Oh, boo. I was really quite enjoying this little game.
It's not a game. A priceless artifact has been stolen. We gotta get to the bottom of this. What brought you to this benefit, Miss Kane?
Oh, please, call me Scarlett.
That doesn't answer the question, Miss Kane.
Well, I heard that the moon rock was going to be on display tonight, and I just had to see it. I mean, after all, it is the inspiration for my new lunar collection.
Inspiration?
I'm not going to lie to you, Detective, and say that it wouldn't make a fetching piece of jewelry, but tell me, where would I hide a moon rock wearing this?
Now, from what I understand, you two were performing right up there before the lights went off. That's just a hop, skip, and a jump away from the moon rock.
I don't
like what you're implying, Mr.
Look,
Detective.
Look, I got this.
Oh, you got this.
Yeah, I got
Just like you got this whenever you
Yes.
spent last month's rent in that card game.
Well, Mr. Detective, look at us. Could we possibly steal this moon rock, please? If we tried to fence an artifact like that, we'd be caught. Lickety-split.
Have you ever tried investigating somebody who's not in it for the money? Did you ever think of that, huh?
I think of all things, Miss Sonora. And you three, I could see why you'd be interested in the moon rock.
Don't mock, Detective. Alan Bean was the greatest astronaut who ever lived. Besides, the moon rock rightfully belonged to him anyways.
I thought he collected the moon rock along with Pete Conrad, making it the property of the U.S. government and NASA.
If that's what you believe. But we wouldn't steal the moon rock, even if it did belong to our precious Al.
Right? What would he have thought of us if we were to ever do such a thing?
He was such a noble man.
Detective Noel, I can't take it. How much longer are we going to be here?
Mr. Quinn, everyone here is a suspect, and none of us is going home until we figure out who done this.
I will answer any question you have, but I've got to get home to Billy. He's sick.
What brings you to the benefit?
I won a lottery, and, Billy really loves space, and I thought this would mean the world to him.
You seem like a good father.
Thank you.
I, for one, am far more concerned with the moon rock than some child.
You'll have to excuse him, Detective. This moon rock research he's been doing, it's his life.
The contamination it must be receiving. I shudder just to think of it.
Moon rocks like this one should not be in captivity. Its secrets should be out in the open.
Don't listen to him. He's a non-believer.
Oh, I believe they haven't told us the whole story. I think there are people like Joe that is keeping it from us.
No, hold on, you two. Now we're getting somewhere. Do you mind?
Really, I don't know how we're going to untangle all this before the morning. There's too many plot lines to follow.
What do we see?
It's not what we see, it's what we don't see. See? When I walked in here tonight, my faith in the holidays was gone. But now, the warm fuzzies have returned.
How is there good? The moon rock is still missing.
To be fair, a lot of yous guys, a little suspicious. Any of yous could have done it, but none of yous had the right spirit, the pure spirit, to steal the moon rock. That's right. I'm talking about you, Horatio.
Me?
Little Billy was sick and you couldn't bring him to the benefit. You knew you couldn't take him a rocket. But you could steal the moon rock and bring home pure joy. Like Scrooge taking Tiny Tim, the golden goose. It was you that cut the power and stole the moon rock.
But how did you know it was him?
It was the picture she took when Miss Milstead was going into labor. Everyone was in the picture. Everyone rushed her aid. Everyone except for Horatio. I do have to thank you, Mr. Quinn. Your spirit of giving has restored my faith in the holidays.
Does this mean I'm not going to prison?
No. You're still going to prison. But I'll make sure little Billy's taken care of. Tell me, what's his sickness?
The sniffles.
The sniffles.
Well, you got him.
But the sniffles?
Do the tiny details really matter? Your holiday spirit was restored because of Horatio's spirit of giving.
That's true, dude. That's true. Makes me wanna jingle bells, jingle all the way. Come on, everybody. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
What did I miss?
Of course, it was always about us. You know it was.
You know, we didn't steal that stinking
No, we
rock.
didn't do that.
We were over there the whole time.
No, when
How
would
could
we have done
it?
this?
Exactly.
See, we're on the same page.
You know, you tell him, honey. Tell him. We didn't take the rock.
I mean, you know, we are consummate
I could use a
performers,
rock on
so
his
we
finger,
would.
but, you know,
hey,
that's
you
another
know,
story.
but we gotta wait until we get paid for this gig, though. Are we still getting paid for this gig? I need to know.
We charge by the hour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And the
Okay?
longer
We
this
gotta feed our
investigation
goldfish
takes,
back
the
at
more we
home.
gonna get paid.
And you were gonna take me on that vacation to Lake Michigan, remember?
Yeah, it's awfully
Yeah,
cold.
see, that's what I'm saying. We don't work for free.
I understand, Mr. Quinn, but until we know who the culprit is, none of yous can leave.
I will answer any question.
What? Wait, what was that?
Oh, it's the hat.
Call the moon rock.
The jig's up.
Well, Lily Billy.